So in case of electrorefining of metals, what happens? A metal which consists of a lot of other impurities. In this case, impurities are the dirt or the other metals which are present along with our actual metal. So from that mixture, the pure metal is extracted. It is similar to the process of electrolysis of copper sulfate solution by using copper as the cathode and the anode. So let us see. Electrolytic refining is a process by which metals containing impurities are purified electrolytically to give a pure metal. So whatever we will obtain, whatever will be deposited in the cathode will be the pure metal without any impurities. So this is done in bulk. This is done in a very huge electrolytic cell, as you can see in the figure 6.10. The most important use of copper is in the form of wire for electric transmission. For this, copper must be absolutely pure because very small amounts of impurities reduce its conductivity to a great extent. So whatever wires we use in our homes, that has to be perfectly pure. The copper wires which is used for making these wires, that copper has to be absolutely pure. Otherwise, it is very difficult for the wire to conduct. So this process is actually used for producing pure copper so that it can be used for other activities. So the electrolyte again is a dilute solution of copper sulfate. The cathode is a thin strip of pure copper because on that thin strip only more and more copper will be deposited, and the anode is impure copper. Many slabs of impure copper are used as anode, but the cathode is very thin strips of copper. So the reaction is same like we studied, and at the cathode copper ion is going, and from there it is forming copper atom. It will be copper atom, not Cu minus, it will just be Cu. And at the anode, what is happening? The anode is releasing electrons and it is becoming Cu2 plus. So what happens? Slowly the impure slabs are lost, they disappear, and the impurities go and settle at the bottom of the electrolytic cell, the large cell, and the thin cathode, which was made up of pure copper, the thin cathode, that is becoming thicker and thicker because all the deposition occurs out there. So after the electrolytic process has been completed, the impurities which settle at the bottom of the tub, that is known as anode mud. So that contains dirt, impurities, and other metals. Many precious metals such as gold and silver are also found here. So see, metals like zinc, lead, mercury, silver and copper are refined by this procedure. They can be made pure by using electrolysis. Similarly, along with this, I told that electrometallurgy is another important aspect of electrolysis. In this case, again, an ore which contains of a number of metals, it is also purified and it is used for getting our desired metal by the same procedure. Metals which are higher in the activity series like potassium, sodium, calcium, etc., they can be extracted from their ores by the process of electrolysis, but we have to use the molten form of the salt but not the aqueous form, because if these react with water they can if these are mixed with water they can start reacting. That's why use the molten form, not the aqueous state.